In this video, I'm going to show you how to master the Finder on your Mac and better organize your computer. First things first, what is the Finder? As you can see, I have a Finder window open here on my desktop. Finder is this blue guy down here. It's a smiley face and it's a square. That's what the logo looks like here. And it is your file explorer system if you're coming from Windows or the PC lingo, but it's the place where you can organize and find and transfer all of your files on your Mac. So as you can see here, I have favorites like downloads and then some other projects that I work on, as well as my desktop. I also have iCloud Drive and everything in between. So the first thing I want you to do is open up Finder and then go to Finder in the menu bar and click on it here in the upper left-hand corner and go to Settings. Now you're going to see the Finder settings here. You'll probably be on the General tab. I want you to go to Advanced, and then I want you to go to Show All File Name Extensions. This allows you to see all of the extensions for your files, so like JPEG, PDF, PNG. This allows us to better organize our Finder, and when we're sifting through a bunch of files, makes things just that much easier. The next thing I want you to do is X out of the settings and then go in the menu bar again, go to View, and then when you go to View, I want you to go to where you see Show Path Bar, which is right here. The path bar allows us to go down here and look at our breadcrumbs. So if I go into a folder like this one and then another one like this one, it shows us the history down here at the bottom. This is called our path bar, letting us easily navigate back to folders that we've previously been to a few layers back. So allowing us to quickly click on that and go right back to a folder that was 2 or 3 layers back. This makes navigating the Finder so much easier. So that's 2 pro tips of settings that I'd like for you to change to make it much easier. Now, as far as like grouping everything within a folder, if we go to our downloads folder, I have everything in an archived folder, but if I go here, you're going to see images, you're going to see documents, you're going to see videos, but if I go and right click somewhere within this folder and then go to sort by and then sort by kind, this allows every similar file type to show up together. So here's all my documents, here's all my audio files. You get the point. Now, if you'd rather sort by date, which is something I prefer a lot of times, is I'll right click here, go to sort by, and then go to sort by date last opened. If I do this, this is going to show me at the top the most recent files or file that I opened at the very top, allowing me to go in here and press the space bar on my keyboard to take a look at that file. Again, you can sort by whatever you want by going to right click and then go to sort by and then choosing your sort type right here underneath these settings. This is a great way to see files when you want them and how you want them within a specific folder. The next thing we can do is we can color code our files by utilizing tags. I can right click on any file within Finder and then go to tags. I can create a tag by going to house, and then I can give that tag a color like a green color here, and then I can create that new tag. Now whenever I tag something, I can go here, I can right click, I can go to tags and then search for house or that tag, hit enter, and now I'm color coding my files. And if I zoom in here, you can see that that will show up as a green color. Now, if I'm going to the view section here and I click these little squares at the top of the Finder window, I can choose how I view my files. I can view them as icons as I have here. I can view them as a list like this. I can view them as columns, which is this way, and then I can view it as a gallery, which is going to be 1 by 1. I like to view mine as icons. It just makes it visually easier for me to discern what files I'm looking for, especially when I'm using tags. Next is renaming a bunch of files at once. I would just select a whole bunch of files like I have here, right click, and then go to rename. Once I do that, I'll hit this drop down menu, go to format. Once I have a project, like if I want to name it, say, voice files like this, and I want to start the numbers at 1, I want this to be name and index. I can go here, I can click rename. That's going to rename all files exactly what I said, and then the numbers will count from 1 all the way to infinity, allowing us to rename files very quickly and very easily, and you're not having to individually go in and rename those files. If you want to rename just one file, you right click on it, go to rename, and you are good to go. I also want to show you everything you can do with files. So we can go here and right click on a file. We can open it. We can choose what we're opening it with. We can remove or keep that. We can move it to the trash right here. We can get info by hitting get info and bringing up our property panel about that file. If you ever need to know what type of file this is, when it was created, when it was last modified, opening up this properties tab is the place to be. The next thing I want to show you is smart folders, so folders that will fill themselves. If we go into the menu bar again and go to File and then go to New Smart Folder right here, this will allow us to create a new smart folder. As you can see, this is our smart folder here. Once the smart folder is created, we'll see an addition symbol in the upper right-hand corner. We will just go ahead and click on the addition symbol here. We want to see any PDF, so the kind is going to be a PDF like so. We'll add another option here by hitting the addition symbol again, and we want the last open date to be within the last 30 days. So any PDF within the last 30 days, like so. So I named it PDF Recent. Go ahead and click Save. That's going to show that there as a smart folder, and you can tell that by right here, there is a little gear icon that'll show up under our favorites. Speaking of favorites, if you ever want to remove something from your favorites, you just right click on it and go to remove from sidebar. If you want to add something to your favorites, you just basically find a folder. So let's just say here is our folder here. If we wanted to, we could just click and drag that folder. And as you can see, I can add that folder over here on my sidebar. Remove it by right clicking and go to remove from sidebar. The last thing I'm going to show you are 3 keyboard shortcuts to make your life within Finder that much easier. If you select a file and press space like so, that allows you to preview that file. Very easy. That's called preview within Mac. If you press Shift Command period, it will then reveal hidden files that might be hidden from you on a normal view. And then if you want to, if you hold Option while right-clicking a file to copy its full path. So if we go to, this one's a good one. So if you go right here, we go to Option and then right-click, then it will actually allow us to copy the path name to that file, showing you where it's coming from. That's a really good one when you're sharing files for people. And speaking of sharing, a bonus tip, you can right-click a file, go to Share right here, and with the Mac ecosystem, we can either message it, we can AirDrop it, we can add it to a note, and a bunch of other different things. As far as the Finder goes, this is, in my opinion, one of the greatest built-in file explorers because it's so easy to navigate. And with these tips that I just mentioned today in this video, I hope you have mastered it. If you have any questions, put those down below in the comments section. I will have some frequently asked questions in a pinned comment, and I'll see you guys in the next video.